They crushing it Wednesday, they feeling undefeated. Queens of the ring like Christine is. If you get in the ring with Christina, you might catch a beating. Just tune in, you gon' have to see it. Stand up if you with us, if not, they be seated. You seen them in every arena. Aya Nika, who really got something to fight for. Everybody saying they're the GOAT, who the one that slayed the Chupacabra. Your favorite girls.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Women Crushing It Wednesdays. I got my girl Nika over here and my guy D-Style stopping in so we can talk some boxing talk. But before we start, I want to give a shout out to some of our sponsors. Arte de Tere, that does our fabulous videos every week. And also to Kush with Us C with that rap song with us in it. It is fire. And then, of course, D-Styles, Hispanics Causing Panic, every Monday night. How you doing, bro? Oh, you're muted. Okay. You're muted.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
There you go. There you
no,
go.
I'm just chilling.
Speak now.
I'm chilling like a villain, you know what I mean? I'm watching all the drama play out on Twitter. I come back and nothing's changed. What are you gonna do? But man, like women's boxing is like super like rare. Like you know what I mean? Like it really is. It's like stuff that I never seen in male. Y'all women have a lot of explaining to do. Like I never seen like a male boxer convince a promoter to take an undercard fighter out of the card because they got beef with the trainer. Like this is like extra like
oh yeah,
it's not like female politics type
okay,
shit to me.
Let's touch on that because there is a lot of beef going on Twitter. Let's touch on that. Who are you talking about?
It's just female politics shit that I don't understand. Gotta be honest.
No, I don't understand it either. What specifically are you talking about? What's going on?
Well, didn't Cameron like she just doesn't like the trainer of Scotty, I think. They got her out of the card.
But I think it was more than just not liking him because that long post that she made, she was saying something about like threat, like her life was threatened or something.
I mean, like, so why just now? Like the cards, that fight's been in the card for a while.
Yeah.
And then like they've been in the same cards before, right? So if it's not fair to this, like, unless this guy unless they show me like a restraining order or something, I don't see why it's valid. It needs to be like maybe it is something. Maybe this dude should be in jail or something if it's that bad, you know?
Yeah, definitely. If it's that bad, you know, but even to put it out there, I mean, you can't even put things out there right now because you'll get sued. Like if her life was really threatened, then you go file a restraining order or whatever. But if it really wasn't, and it was maybe boxing talk or something else, I mean, he could like.
Didn't she say it was like
for? She said it had like an NDA, so she could only say so much about it. So it's something serious if she has an NDA.
Look, if it comes out and there's a really good reason for it, I'll come out and I'll apologize. But as of right now, it looks like some like rare, like you know, it's just like I just don't like that guy.
Yeah.
Get out of the card.
Yeah. Because to be honest, I don't think that he would be anywhere near her, or I don't know who she or he or whatever. I'm pretty sure they can keep them apart. So
yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I don't know how serious it is neither, so I'm not going to speak on it.
Well, allegedly, we're talking about Cameron being threatened by coach of the other side. We don't know. You know, it was on Twitter. We don't know. There is a lot of beef, and then also speaking of that, you know, Sky Nicholson put out a tweet. I guess it was today. I saw it today. Maybe it was yesterday or last night. That she's got people are hating on her. She has so many haters.
Well, she tweeted it too.
Yes.
Let me go back.
Yeah. So it was and you know, there were some derogatory responses. But it's like I don't think anybody's hating. I think she's at the point in her career where she wants all the big fights. She wants these titles. Then she needs to start fighting people that are equal to what she's trying to do.
Let's be honest on what's going on in women's boxing right now for a moment, okay? Look, there's a lot of good things going on in women's boxing. I'm not going to take away from what Katie Taylor's doing. I'm not going to take away what Clarissa Shields is doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to take away from, Mayer, Bumgarner. They've been doing their thing.
But yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right? Like, there's a lot of fighters that are doing their thing. Okay. But it's very top heavy. Okay. And in many cases, like there's a lot of women getting overlooked, or they're not doing the work that other women are doing, and they're getting to the title shots faster. Okay, that's just the truth. And for all the positives that we have for women's boxing, and there's a lot of them, right? There's also a lot of negatives. Okay, in men's boxing, outside of some exceptions, it's happened before, like with Chavez Jr. Like, I'm not saying it's never happened, but you're not going to see number 8 or somebody outside of the top 10 fight for a vacant belt. You're not going to see someone ranked 7 or 8 have first dibs. You're not going to see someone coming off of a loss, right? Yeah. Like Shanika Johnson. Yeah. And then she gets the title shot right away, right after that, against a fighter that was coming off a loss themselves. You don't see that type of shit in men's boxing. You just don't. All right. There's other problems with men's boxing. Don't get me wrong. But for the most part, you don't see that type of shit. Okay.
You have a point.
Like, there's not that much talent at 126, like in the women's division as there is in the men. Okay.
And I saw a response saying, why would she fight Tierra? Tierra's 13-0, Sky's only 6-0. That doesn't compare. Well, let's go back to their amateur careers. Sky has been on the Australian national team for years. She's fought all over the world. I don't even know how many amateur fights she has. And they're at the same. They're definitely the same as far as experience in the amateurs. And then Tierra just happened to go pro a little bit earlier. But why not? It's not going to be, well, I know who would win. But as far as looking at the stats and everything they've done, it's not lopsided. It's perfect. She wants the big fights.
What was the name of the boxer that was tweeting today about that? Because she was rooting. She was really rooting for Tierra, and she was saying, how does Sky Nicholson get ranked higher than Tierra when she only is 6-0 and Tierra is 14-0?
Yes, kudos to them. Yes, that's right.
Nobody can answer that. So
nobody can answer it. Nobody's going to answer it. And she's silent. First she did her video where she was saying that, she stays off of social media. She just puts stuff out there and then she leaves because there's just so much stuff going on. And she's stressed.
On those tweets, I don't know if you saw Ebony Bridges chime in, and then the lady, the boxer who was tweeting, she was like, with all due respect, you don't need to speak because you have been handed these these opportunities as well. You didn't work for yours.
Yeah, there's a lot of like weird shit. Like I don't know. Like there's just like, like in the men's, it's always been said, the good old boys club and all that. Mm-hmm. You really don't see that in men's boxing. You don't see men form cliques.
No.
They all kind of back each other up, or men's empowerment. That's not really a thing. Right. If anything, it's criticized when two guys are, we're friends. We're not going to fight. Like that's criticized in the men's ranks. You see a lot of support amongst fighters, but they're usually like in separate divisions. But what's happening in women's boxing is this like good old girls club that they form these cliques, and they're all for women's empowerment, and let's support each other, and that's great. I support that 100%. But it's not women's empowerment. It's my girls, my circle empowerment. They only
support a select few, like
I mean, and I'm noticing there's certain women like they praise the women that it's easy to praise them. It's easy to praise Katie Taylor. It's easy to praise, Clarissa Shields and
they prove
but what I'm saying is like they do it, in my opinion, for clout. Mm-hmm. Like they praise these girls for clout, right? And then what do they do? Like when someone like a Tierra, in the amateurs, world champion, it's not just some nobody, right?
Right.
No love. Okay, doesn't get tagged, doesn't get covered by people that cover women's boxing. Okay, that's all you cover is women's boxing. You never cover Tierra.
Only true boxing.
So something's up with that, right? Like me, I don't think I've ever done a video about Tierra, but I cover like all boxing.
Yeah.
And I cover very little, admittedly, women's boxing, right? But like, if all you do, like, if that's your thing,
Mhm.
if you cover women's boxing, you're about women's empowerment, you should be tagging Tierra,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Like, I'm just saying right now, if you're going to be like,
Absolutely.
if this goes to anybody out there covering, if you want to cover boxing and be like, if you want me to take you serious in the long run, because I'm telling you, it's not going to be a good look looking back. Okay. Don't start, supporting Tierra when it's easy to support her.
Mhm.
Don't start
Right.
tagging her when it's easy to tag her.
I did see
Right.
Amanda Serrano. She did
Yes.
tweet today, and she did
That's good.
highlight Tiara Brown.
Yes,
did.
she said that she's going to help because her time is coming, and so I hope that all works out. And the thing is this too. Look, if I'm a boxer and I think or know that I'm the best, I want to fight the best. And if somebody's pushing somebody in my face and saying, "But you can't beat this girl," guess what? I want to fight that girl because I'm going to prove to you that all the bullshit that you're talking about is not true.
What is women's empowerment? How do you define it? What's women empowerment
To
mean
me,
to people?
women's
Does it
empowerment
mean
is empowering all women? Like, we're all trying to make it. We're all trying to get
like
there.
does women empowerment mean that you got to be half naked or in lingerie in the weigh-ins?
No.
Is that what women's empowerment is? I'll keep it 100 with you. I'll keep it 100. I don't give a shit if a woman has lingerie in the weigh-ins. I just don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna be honest. Okay.
Right.
I just don't think that's empowerment. I don't think that's like the epitome of empowerment for women. To me,
Right.
women's empowerment is, okay, you treat all the women equal and you all get equal opportunity. Okay. So,
Right.
and if you do that, the hierarchy, the fights will play themselves out. Okay. I've seen a lot of women, like Sky Nicholson's one of them, like, oh, let's all support each other and elevate each other. Now, you want to elevate everybody. You want to elevate you and your friends, but when it comes to Tierra, you're pretending she doesn't exist.
Right.
You haven't even addressed it.
Yes, Ronnie Bravo Calalis. Yes. No,
Are you for women's empowerment for real? Because you're ignoring the shit out of Tierra, right?
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, no, empowerment doesn't mean I can. Empowerment to me means I can do what I want to do when I want to do it. If you want to be in lingerie, fine. If you don't, that's fine too. But you know what? If you're a boxer and you want to be taken seriously, get in the ring, fight the best. Let's promote this. Your talent, your knowledge in the ring, not whether you have your tits hanging out or not. I don't care. I don't care what women want to do. That's fine. But
I'm sorry, go ahead.
There's a problem. There's a problem because look at the women that we as a society are pushing forth. These promoters, who are they pushing forth? The TNA.
Well, look. Why? I mean, it's obvious that there's a cookie cutter that they're looking at right now. There's no doubt about that. But there's exceptions out there. But like the exceptions are like really good, right? Like maybe Katie doesn't fit that mold, but Katie's like so good that they can't deny her, right? Like maybe even like Carmen, like even like Clarissa Shields, like they don't fit. Yeah, they don't fit that cookie cutter, but they're so talented that there's nothing they could do about it. You know what I mean? But like,
yes.
Look, Scottney, I'm not in any way, shape, or form celebrating the fact that her fight got canceled, right? Like even if everything Chantel's saying is true, and it is like, Scottney's kind of like just collateral damage at that point, right?
Right.
So I'm not saying I'm happy that her fight's getting postponed. That's it, right? But like, come on, man! Like you've had like 5 fights, and you're acting like like you've been doing this for years. Like there's women fighters right now that been doing that, had to do it for years, and they have to claw and go through war after war. And by the time they get their shot, they're worn out. And right now, that's what they want to do to Tierra. They're waiting for Tierra to like put her with some tough opponent. Let her take care of all the tough contenders. Let her wear herself out.
Right.
In the meantime, we'll put our girls with amazing competition. We'll put belts on the line, so it makes it seem like it's a big deal, right? That Tanya girl, like that she beat, that somehow that win rated her over Tierra is laughable.
Right.
Right. That is absolute. But it was for the silver belt. So since it was for that silver belt, right? It gives his mirage that she accomplished something, right?
Absolutely.
Like that's what's happening. They want Tierra to go fight all the tough, like they've done two other girls, go fight all the tough contenders, wear your stuff out, okay, wear and tear, and then we'll give you your shot when you're a little worn out. That's what I want to do.
That's
exactly what they want to do. But you know what? The thing is this: we want to see the best men fight the best men in the weight class. We want to see that as boxing heads, the women too. I mean, look how we're all like up in arms about this rumor, Crawford Spence possibly in June. First of all, I don't think it's going to happen because it's too soon. But that's what we want to see, the best in the division fighting the best. Well, why are we not demanding the same in women? Why?
Well, because there's this perception, Christine, that it is happening. And rightfully so, because look, Amanda Serrano fought Katie Taylor, right? Schultz fought Marshall. Like a lot of big fights happen, right? Bumgarner fought Mayer.
I mean,
the Lisa fought my girl. What's her name again? I forgot her. Wow, I forgot her name.
Who? No, who? What's the first name you said?
Oh my God, I drew a blank.
Okay, who was her opponent?
Unified champ, but they already fought. Check the gash in her head.
It's Unified champ. What's his name's girl?
I can't remember her name. What the hell's going on?
McCaskill?
I'm a fake fan. I can't even remember her name. Well, anyway, she's the champ at 112.
Oh, 112.
Oh, 112.
Sanisa?
No, Sanisa's like
18.
I don't know.
112. Who's 112?
Bronze medalist. You know, the one that beat up Sulem. What's your name?
Damn, I had her name until I was about to say.
Oh, you're talking about India?
Marlene. Oh my God, I couldn't remember her name. What the fuck's going on?
How did you forget about your girl? What? Whoa. Yeah.
I don't know how the hell I forgot her name.
You tripping.
But here's the thing. They fought each other. I was just going to fight each other, right? So there is some fights happening, but here's the thing. Boxing's a hierarchy, like the top 10 counts. And when you get a title shot counts. You know what I mean? And like who you beat to get there counts. You know what I mean? Like you do have girls like if Torres hasn't gotten a shot yet, there's a problem. Like
absolutely.
There's a pecking order that isn't being followed, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If Tanya from Spain is fighting for the silver WBC belt, and Tara isn't fighting for the WBC silver belt, we got a problem.
Yeah, exactly. And
we don't even know about this. I forgot Marlene's name. That's how worked up I am about this.
No, because when you're just like me. When I get mad, and I'm like when I'm passionate and talking about something, I forget the names, and I'm just. And
people think like
that just means you're passionate and you just have a lot going on in your head.
People are like, oh, you're hating. I'm not hating. I want equal opportunity for all the women.
Yeah, we want to see everybody that deserves to win. We don't want anything to be given to anybody because they all work hard. It's And
then so here's the thing. If they want to tell me, oh, Sky, she's just because I saw somebody today say she's just a prospect, right? Okay, but she's fighting for the WBC belt and a Commonwealth belt against really. I'm being honest. There were not good opponents. I'm just being flat out. Like to go shoot for the Commonwealth, right? Like I know fighters that beat her that never won the Commonwealth. Talk
to me when you win in women's worlds or Pan American Games and.
The silver belt's supposed to be like the second best in the WBC, right?
You know what annoys me is that because I feel so bad for Tara because I know that she's stepping out of her shell to be more vocal on social media because she hasn't been getting those fights, and that's not her personality, But she's trying because she what else can she do because she's not getting the fights, and I see her trying, I'm just like I love that she's doing that, but I know that
girls need to step out of their
it's crazy.
The rankings aren't really working themselves out.
Right.
Women need to speak out, right?
Yes.
And then people put all this pressure on them, like why is she talking so much shit? Oh, she better do something. Like no, like they're just telling the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. This is my spot. Like, what do you mean? Right? And they get labeled jealous, they get labeled disgruntled,
haters.
A hater.
Yeah, it'd be like
Because
imagine like at your job, like you're like one of the best, and then you see people just come in and they get raises. You'd be mad too. Like you'd be, what the
Hell
fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
New on the scene,
yeah.
young.
I gotta find that tweet because I saw her do it on Instagram. But if she tweeted it, I'm gonna say put her name on it. Who are you talking about? Who's the hater?
Right.
You know, like
Yeah.
Like no one's hating. Which like I'm just saying that if you're talking about let me quote her, okay? Yeah, we're just gonna do one more fight, and then we're gonna fight for an interim belt. You're gonna fight for an interim belt already. Then start, like, are you? If you're gonna be a prospect, go fight prospects.
Right.
Right. If you're gonna talk about fighting for interim belts and all this other shit, okay, then fight Tiara. All right.
Yes.
And if not Tiara, somebody, there's Cruz, there's that Raven chick, there's other girls you can fight at that level. Like, you know what I mean? But that Tanya chick ain't doing it for me.
Talking about
no, at all. I never fought professionally. I got in the game really late. I was a single mother. I did it for my kids. So I boxed with them. I have been in the ring several times, but not professionally. And over 25 years. And now I'm a coach and a cut woman. But yeah, no, I've never fought professionally. But I have been punched in the face.
Do you guys think that she was talking about Tiara specifically?
I do.
I don't know.
Because Tiara has been more vocal lately, and
everybody that supports Tiara, and everybody that supports Tiara, yes, I do.
Yeah.
But here's the thing though. So she does an interview saying, "Oh, I don't read anything on social media.
Yeah, fucking.
I just post and leave."
Yeah.
And then like an hour later, she's asking questions on Twitter and answering them. Which is fine. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but don't say you don't answer questions on social media.
Exactly.
What's happening is, my theory is that if anybody ever asked her about Tiara, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not even mad at Sky. I'll tell you who I'm mad at in a moment. Okay. But she wants the alibi. She wants to say, "Oh, I never saw Tiara say that." I like I said before, I don't stick around. I don't read comments on social media.
Everybody has seen it.
She's been direct with it because she's been using her Twitter handle and @ Sky, so she's seen those tweets. So
Here's the thing, like point blank. Okay, I want to know why IFL won't ask her about Tiara. I want to know why the outlets that do interview her.
Right.
I know the answer. By the way, y'all want that match from Axis. I get it. Okay, so I know the answer. It's a rhetorical question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Okay, and there's other outlets. Maybe it's not Matchroom, but they're in that little good old girls, clique, right? And I know for a fact that exists, right? And you've been told not to ask that question, but the pressure's there. The pressure's there. The pressure's not going to stop. The Tiara ain't going nowhere.
We're going to step on her neck.
I know that she's seeing those tweets because Tiara's been tweeting it and we've been retweeting it.
Yes.
And so she's getting those notifications. I don't hear that shit.
Amanda Serrano just posted about it. So if you saw it, because she's funny for Serrano, right? So I imagine she's watching Serrano's timeline.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly.
Well, you're gunning for Serrano. So what? Like, all I'm saying is, Tiara's not entitled to win. She's not entitled to. No one's entitled to victories, but she is entitled to her shot.
Absolutely.
And no fighter should have to go leaps and bounds and have to not even be themselves to speak out.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
It is crazy.
That's true. That is so true.
And if people get this perception, look at him talking shit. No, you forced her to do it.
Yeah, her hand has been forced. That's not even her personality. And you know what? I like it. I love it. I like it.
Tiara should fake an injury.
That's not her, so I feel bad that she has to do that just to,
because she's super humble.
Tiara should say she fucked up her shoulder and then go away for a while, and all of a sudden they'll fight her. You know what I mean?
She believes, as we all do, that there is a process that is abided by, but that's a fantasy. It's not. The process doesn't work for everybody, but it is what it is, and I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna watch this novella.
But she only has fights you want to throw in there with Tara. She's talking about fighting for interim world titles.
Exactly.
Stop talking about the interim world titles then. Because if she gets a title shot, I'm dying to see who she gets a title shot again. That's number one.
Oh,
right?
Of course.
I'm dying to know who they're going to put her in there with. And then I want people to explain to me why that makes sense.
It's going to be somebody we have no idea who it is. I guarantee you. But you know what? Okay. We're going to leave this. We're going to sit back. We're going to watch and see what happens. And we're going to keep gunning and keep pushing for Tierra. Because that's what we do. Because we do support women's boxing. And the empowerment.
Tierra's coming for you. 3, 4, you better lock the doors. Like, I'm just telling you.
That's right. Absolutely. So we had 2 cards last weekend. The top rank one. But before we get to that, I want to talk about Anthony Joshua and Jermaine Franklin. Okay. So I'm gonna go with you first, Nika. What was your rating for Anthony Joshua's performance?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't catch that fight.
Okay, you didn't miss
catch
nothing.
that fight as I was busy during the day.
I got you. So, I said, you didn't miss much.
I did see a couple of clips, and then I was just going by what people were saying, and they I don't know if it was because he didn't knock the guy out or what. But I saw a lot of people say good things about the fight, so I don't know what next for Joshua. I don't know, if
that's
he's
fair,
like a top contender that's knocking people out or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I hate that I missed it because I really wanted to see.
Yeah, you're gonna have to run it back.
How his new trainer,
we definitely gonna talk about that too.
Yeah, if it made a difference or not.
Yeah, we definitely win, talk about that.
But did he look from y'all opinions that he looked like a different fighter with the new trainer, or not?
So D Styles, darling, what was your rating for Anthony Joshua against Jermaine Franklin? Which, by the way, props to him.
Like a 3 out of 10.
It was that bad.
And I'll tell you why. Look, let's put perspective in it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If LeBron James next year, let's say LeBron James couldn't even make the starting 5 of the Lakers, but he was still in the team, but he was in the bench, right? He's still an NBA player. He's still a 1% athlete. He's still great at what he does, but is that LeBron James standard? Or has he dropped significantly, right? There's somebody, what do you mean? I want to see you make the NBA. Well, I'm not saying I can make the NBA. I want to see him come out. He still comes out. He still scores 20 from the bench. Like, okay, cool, right? He can still dunk it. Sure, AJ could still dunk it. Okay? AJ can still score 20. But the best days are behind him. A lot of boxers right now would kill to be at AJ's level, but for AJ standards, he has dropped significantly. Mm-hmm. He didn't look the same.
A 3? Wow.
He's not throwing more than 2 punches at a time.
Oh, wow.
He when he throws a right hand, you could just tell this thing. He can't wait to put it back in his bring it back. He's not turning it. He's just throwing it, bring it back. He looks.
Is he gun shy?
He's definitely gun shy. I think the trigger's broken.
That's a great gun shy. That's a good description. So for me, I'm a little bit more generous. I was gonna give him a 4.
He's and he puts his back on right away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He takes out the
flat. He looked flat. Mm-hmm. He had extra muscle, extra weight. Why? I mean, you know what? He was out there chopping wood and everything else. Cool. That's cool. But as far as the muscle part of it, don't do anything different than you've been doing. We need to work on the boxing technique. We need to work on throwing more jabs. We need to work on stepping over and attacking twice, And people were like, did Derek James make a big impact on him? Whatever. I didn't see anything spectacular. And the thing is he's been flat his last 2 fights before, and he continued to be flat. At this point, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, in my opinion. He's been in the game for a long time.
I saw a lot of people saying good things about him, and I think maybe it was because a lot of those people were probably Spence fans, and they're
absolutely
James. So I honestly thought that he did good. So that's why I was just like, I didn't see the fight, but I saw a lot of people saying good things, and then when
he reverted back,
he gave him a 3. I was like, damn.
He reverted back. I mean, I didn't see anything that really just stood out that Derek had put into him. Nothing against Derek, but the thing is, you have this guy that is set in his ways and feels like the trainer is going to make all the difference in the world. Well, you have to be willing to do different things and new things, and you have to want it. I didn't see in his face that he wanted it. He was gun shy. He was cautious. I mean, props to Jermaine Franklin. Like, he was coming. He looked small. He was coming. He was boxing him. Yeah, he got caught because AJ's long. Whenever he decided to put something out there, a jab or whatever, he got caught. But props to him. Twin Munoz, I agree with you. AJ is done.
Yeah, I feel like, as a fighter, that there's 2 things that happens when you either get knocked down or knocked out or beaten. You either become gun shy because it's like a mental thing, like you feel like you're opening yourself up to be knocked out or knocked down or whatever, or you can overcome that and be a beast. And I don't see that beast.
And he's really never been a beast.
Yeah.
Well, I've never really been so.
When he fought the Klitschko brother, he got knocked out.
Well, back.
He had a little bit more grit in him. Now I feel like it's definitely
he's going through the mental thing because he's a superstar. He makes money for them. Like he's not in it anymore. Tim, you're funny. Wilder gonna have to put Yeller to sleep. Yeah, don't call out Wilder. Don't call out Fury. Sure as hell, don't call out Usyk. The only one that maybe he could fight right now to me is Andy Ruiz. Give Andy Ruiz a shot. Let's run it back. I don't know. What do y'all think?
I'm glad he pointed that out. Like, I feel like the only way AJ could snap out of this, because I do think it's a mental thing. I don't think it's a physical thing.
It's to beat someone who
he needs to beat the shit out of Ruiz and knock him out. And I think that'll snap him out of it. I think he has flashbacks. Like, I think Ruiz caught him with a really good shot and hurt him. And I've watched that fight. So it was such an unlikely thing, and it happened, and he has not recovered from it. And he didn't do he fought so cautious in the rematch.
So cautious. Yeah.
And it just didn't, it's like the kid that falls off the bike. Okay. When I first fell out of my bike and they took the training wheels off and I fell and I fell hard too. Right. My grandfather told me to get on the fucking bike. Immediately. Get on the bike.
I feel like Wilder, I feel like Ruiz could have beat him that second time, but I feel like Ruiz was not prepared for that fight.
He took it lightly. He was partying.
And he just went in there. So that's why AJ was able to beat him that second time. So
the only way AJ could overcome those demons, he needs to go back to the guy that started him, right? He needs to fight Ruiz, and if he beats Ruiz, I think that it'll go away, right? Like Klitschko got a little bit of his mojo back when he beat Brewster in the rematch, right? Like it did something, like his confidence got better after that. Okay.
And it seems like the love is gone. The love is gone. You get a shiny new car, and then you're just driving it around. It's beautiful. And you just love it. And then after a few years, you're like, it's still nice, but you're just driving it around. I just feel like the love is gone. The luster. Like, what else does he want to do? He could be a fucking like perfume model or underwear model, but it seems like the boxing love is gone. I don't know. I just don't see it in him anymore.
He's made a lot of money. He literally doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah, but does he feel obligated to his fans or to Eddie? Like, does he feel obligated to like continue making money and bringing it in? Because you saw the stadium. Oh my God!
But if he's not into it like that, then he shouldn't be fighting because you could get really
too dangerous.
That. You can get really hurt that way if you don't have the love for it like that.
Absolutely, it's life or death.
The thing is, look, AJ's talented. Okay. Like, you don't win a gold medal, you don't become a 2-time world champion, you're not talented. And like, I think his natural talent is the only thing that's keeping him where he's at. Like, if he didn't have that talent, like, he would have lost on Saturday.
Right.
But he's missing. Like, Franklin had more of a dog in him that night than AJ did.
Absolutely, he did.
Like, he just wasn't as talented. That's why he couldn't
Right.
beat him.
Exactly.
But I think AJ, he needs, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like he needs to take some big shots and, like, know that he's
He needs to
okay or
knock
something.
somebody out to get that.
Yeah, he probably does need like that one punch knockout. He needs like a streak. He needs something. But I don't know if he can fix it. Like, I don't know if he can fix it.
Yeah.
Like,
If he's
I just don't
not-
know.
That's hard to.
Like,
knock
can
somebody.
can Derek James do what Emmanuel Stewart did with Vladimir Klitschko? Right? Can he?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I really thought he did good on the
Girl,
I saw
watch
so
it.
many people saying good things, but now that I think about it, all those
But
people
think about
were
who was
You
like
guys know the story of Stewart and Klitschko,
so they
right?
they were probably more fans of Derek James, so they were
Right.
like saying good things. I thought he did good.
No.
So what Emmanuel Stewart did, because Emmanuel was a genius, okay?
He was.
What he did with Klitschko, I don't know if anybody knows the story. I might butcher some details, but it's the gist of it. Like, his first fight with Klitschko was a disaster. He lost to Brewster. Okay, like, that was his first time coaching the guy. Thankfully, Klitschko stayed with him, right? But his stamina was what lost him the fight. And Stewart was like trying to figure out how can I, like, because it's sparring when he's training, his stamina is great, but then on fight night, the guy just, like, I don't know what the fuck happens, right? It was a mental thing. So Stewart, he got his cup, right? He got his cup, and he said, Klitschko, what are you doing with this cup? And I'm like, well, what do you mean, Emmanuel? This is why you don't have stamina during the fight. You're wearing the wrong cup. I got to get you to, no wonder you're losing your stamina. And then he threw it away. He got him another cup, and Klitschko believed him. And he never had stamina issues again.
A placebo.
Yeah, but Ohio runs boxing. He said, of course, AJ needs some Ohio sparring with Jerry Anderson.
Shit, he won't do that. Like, I tell you what, they would never let it happen, but Jared would beat him right now today.
You know what? All bullshit aside, it would do him some good. It's going to give him some good work. And he's going to get hit, and maybe he can get over this little slump.
Maybe so. I don't know. I'd rather just see him get straight to it and get in the ring.
You know, look, all I know, not all fighters have, like, what? Look at Pacquiao. Pacquiao got knocked out. He got slept by Marquez, right?
Yeah, but he bounced back, though.
He got slept 3 times in his career.
Yeah.
And he still came back. Every time, Pacquiao was still Pacquiao.
And
He
still
didn't
once
give a fuck.
more. We're like, no, sit down.
Oh, he just sit down. But like,
Sit
you know what I
down.
mean?
Absolutely. That's so true. But, so that's what was that.
I don't want to see Pacquiao come back and fight Conor Ben, by the way.
No, absolutely not.
I don't like the image. I don't like the image of Pacquiao getting knocked out and
No.
Conor Ben with his arms in the air and going,
Yeah.
yeah, like,
Feeling
and
like he
Pacquiao's
really
all
did
laid out.
something, knocking out somebody's grandpa. No,
No.
I'm not about that. I'm not either. I don't want to see it. Just like Roy Jones Jr. Didn't he get like beat last weekend? Like, what?
You got
How
robbed.
was he? 50-something years old? Like, what?
You got robbed, though. You got robbed. For
I
that.
know, because I didn't see the fight, but I was reading.
I
this
didn't see the
comment,
fight
and a
either.
lot
But
of
what the
people
hell
say
is he
got
doing
robbed.
still in there? Come on now.
I don't know what he's doing boxing in his mid-50s. Or how old is he again?
He's 50-something.
Yeah, I must have forgot.
It should be illegal
old
for
is he?
anybody over like 48 bucks.
I mean, I think it's individual. Like, you need to get the brain scans, the CAT scans, the heart, the everything, and like check it out. Let's see what you look
And
like.
then people are like, "Oh man, Roy's in great shape."
He
Yeah,
looks
he's in great
chubby.
shape for a 55-year-old, no doubt. But he's
Right.
not like in like boxing shape. Okay, like calm down.
Prime,
You know what I mean?
prime of your year of your career boxing shape.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, he should be doing exhibitions. I don't know about that. Was a real fight, right?
that was an exhibition.
Yeah,
I think.
it was
I
a
don't think it
fight.
counted.
exhibition. Okay.
It was a real fight. But
Was
you
it?
know, then
Okay.
we had the Top Rank card, which, I mean, some of these guys weren't on TV. Congratulations to Charlie Sheehy. Congratulations to Dante, Benjamin Jr., Trizzy Free Smoke. They both
We
been
got
on
him
our
on
show.
here, right? He did really good. Oh,
He did
my God.
so good.
But he beat that man's ass.
He
He
did.
beat that man's ass.
Yes.
He beat that
Both-
man's ass.
both
And
those
it's
guys.
so crazy to see him
Oh,
fight like that that and knock him out like that and stuff because he was so soft spoken on here.
And he's
Like,
so nice.
Yes, I was like, wait a minute, this the guy who was like so soft spoken on.
Yes, but you get him in the ring and it's over.
Yeah,
It's over. And he's so
I was
young.
definitely impressed.
Shout out to Joel. I think he had a good performance too. I think that was
Yes, he
really
did.
good inside
Yes.
boxing.
And his sister, Jahida's here in camp with us. Yeah, he did really, really good. So I was watching Abdullah Mason. I caught it later. I watched the highlights. He's really, really talented, in my opinion. I had never, I'd heard about him, but I hadn't really like paid attention to him. And I think he's really talented from the highlights that I saw. Southpaw, used his lead hand a lot. He's really talented. But did y'all hear that Jeremiah Milton was getting a lot of criticism? Did y'all hear about that? Like,
no. I saw a lot of people talk about Tiger Johnson saying, but I think Tiger had an injury, didn't he? Because I heard him say something in the corner, like his shoulder was hurting or something like that, but he still won the fight. But I saw a lot of people were like impressed with his performance. But if he had an injury,
and he was matched tough. They're matching him tough nowadays, which they should.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And he still got the job done.
Yeah,
but Tiger's tough. Like he's tough and he's strong. He really is.
Yeah, because I do remember hearing him say when he was walking to the corner that something, his shoulder was bothering him.
Oh, okay. So, okay, we had it. So we had taken the kids to bowling. So I was watching it on Juju's phone. Was it Juju? No, on Mo's phone, and like there was no volume, so I didn't hear that. But yeah, that's true. So what about? I want to know, what do y'all think about Jahai Tucker?
He had a rough start, but he showed me he's got a chin though.
Yeah.
Because
he was scared. He was like, and that guy could punch too. Like,
yeah, he could punch. A lot of people are really high on him right now. And didn't he call out Xander at the end?
Yes, and you know what? I was all for get the good fights. Like,
see what I mean? And you know what? Look. Just so people don't. Oh, you're hating on Sky. I'm a big fan of Xander. I've interviewed Xander, but guess what? The dude wants to smoke. They're both prospects. That's the type of fight to do.
Absolutely. That's how it should be.
That's how I wasn't.
I don't want to see Xander fight for some. Oh, I'm not going to fight nobody, and I'm going to fight for a silver belt. Then I'm just going to like get a title shot. Like, no. Get it on.
Right. That's how. Dude, like I said, that's how it's supposed to be. The men do
called
that.
you out.
The best, most of them.
When I interviewed Xander, he said he wants to fight Canelo in the future. He wants to fight all the best. And, well, if you want to get there, you got to fight guys like this. Right?
Absolutely. And why not?
I feel like Tucker, he gained a lot more fans back because he lost a lot of fans by missing weight, and people were like, they were like, this fight is either make it or break it, or we're done with you type thing. So when he pulled it out,
so he dug deep.
I was very impressed with Tucker. Like, so he got the fans that he lost back, I think. On
yeah. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he dug deep and he did that. And then of course the main event. That was nice. Back in the day, I still am. I like Dogbo. I think he's a nice guy, very humble guy. But I thought he was gonna be, but Robeisy, man, let me tell you what, he looked good. Were y'all impressed with his performance? No. Oh, okay. What? Talk to me.
You know what? I had a multi-fight I had a multi-fight parlay. I recommended it to a friend even. And I was going to win a lot of money if he just got that knockout, but I had to cash out, and I didn't win as much as I could have. Okay,
well, that's your fault.
So I'm bitter, okay? But I will say this, though. This I will say. Dogbo's a tough dude.
He is.
And he's improved, too. That's another thing. Like, this is the best Dogbo's ever been.
Yeah.
Is it Dogbo or Dogbo? Like, how do you pronounce the name?
I say Dogbo. I don't know. Dogbo.
Dogbo. Why is it Bay? Because honestly, it should be pronounced that way. My name is like spelled different too.
So Dogbo or Dogbo, whatever. This is a better version of him than even when he fought Navarrete.
Yes.
He's more cerebral. He fights smarter. Like
So
he's
why
not
did
as
you
reckless.
bet on a knockout? Like what?
Because I was like, because Robesi, which is what he's going to be knocking out a lot of dudes. He just couldn't knock out.
Yes, but I knew
Chicago,
that was
right?
not going to come here.
I should have known. Like he's from Ghana, right?
Yes, I think
Yeah,
so.
you don't knock
I think
dudes
so.
from
I think
Ghana
Ghana,
out.
yeah. I think.
You could hit dudes from Ghana all night. They ain't going nowhere. You remember when like De La Hoya was landing his left hook on Ike Cortez? Cortez wasn't going nowhere. Like I don't know what the dude was made of. Like I'm just saying.
Stone. Bro,
Stone?
all I gotta say is
Doesn't,
next
like,
time you're gonna make a bet
affect him
on a
mentally.
knockout, give me a call. Give me
Hey.
a call. I'll save you some money.
Look, let me tell you something. I was disappointed with the bet. I still want some money, but not what I could have made like 5 times. But
Okay.
At the end of the day,
Okay.
I went into this fight saying Robesi is probably the best featherweight in the world. But I still got to give it to Mauricio Lara. And maybe Venado Lopez above him too.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. I think that's fair.
But he might beat them though.
I'm
He's
not mad at
such a
that.
good boxer. Like his boxing is really, really good. Like it's going to be hard for anybody to beat him.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, this is the guy that beat Shakur in a disputed gold medal match. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he did. He did.
It could have gone either way.
favorite
I
boxer.
think Shakur won, but
Speaking of that, we've got 3 fight cards next week. The top rank card is stacked. You know, we got the main event, Shakur Stevenson. We got Jared Anderson, Keyshawn Davis. We have Troy Isley, Shushu. And then we have Fundora, and we have Bam Rodriguez on 2 different other cards. And I mean, next weekend is going to be stacked. Oh my gosh. That's right, Crystal. He did lose his professional debut. Hi, Betty and Heels. Hi, thank you.
By the way, what did that tell us? By the way,
it told us that sometimes you got to pull back a little bit. Sometimes you can get too cocky.
No, like here's the thing. B-Hop lost his first pro fight. Juan Manuel Marquez lost his first pro fight.
Yeah, for sure.
Like a lot of legends, believe it or not, lost their first
What's
professional
his
fight.
name? Lomo.
No, he lost his second.
Oh, second. My bad. Okay, second. Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm so glad you know your shit because I thought it was the first.
Because somebody would have came back and
Christine said, but it wasn't.
No, but
Exactly. You're right. My memory is like, but so against Yoshino, was it Yoshino? Yoshimo?
I think it's Yoshino.
Yoshino. You know, he's tough. He's kind of wild. He comes forward. Shakur is definitely an outboxing. What are y'all's thoughts?
Even though I don't like him, that's just what it is. I'll box him, you know.
Yeah.
So I can't. Even though I don't like him, I can't ever say nothing bad about
the boxing part of it. Yeah, that's true.
You know
what you got?
I didn't like him a lot, especially like the lead up to the Herring fight. But I think he matured immediately after that fight. Apologized to him, and
I don't think so.
So you think the apology was fake, or?
I think it was fake because he knew he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, so he did that to save face, you know.
Damn, she ain't accepting. No, okay.
She's not gonna give him any
bullshit
slack. You need to be glad that she said that she respects him in the ring. Like she's okay with his fight.
And that's all you're gonna get from me.
Well, I'll say this. I mean, the guy's talented. You know what I mean?
Yes,
and I think this. Hero, is that his name? Yoshino. Yeah, I seen some highlights. I'm not gonna sit here and say I've watched full fights of his, but for what I've seen, very offensive-minded fighter, and that falls right into the hands.
Yes, very offensive.
Shakur.
A little wild.
It might make for a fun fight, though. I think Shakur needs somebody to attack him relentlessly to make for a fun fight. You know what I mean? So we'll see. I think Shakur should win. I got Shakur by late stoppage or decision.
Yeah, I do too. I think he'll stop him. I do. I think he's going to catch him coming in. But I think he does need something like this so people can really see what he's made of. And I
want to ask a question about Shakur, though. So did it rub you? Like this rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. So when he beat Herring and when he beat Valdez, right? Mm-hmm. He did this whole like with Herring, he's like, I feel like I beat Herring and Crawford. And then Valdez, he said, I feel like I beat Valdez and Canelo. Like
too much. Nah.
Pause.
Hell to the nah. Sorry. Like
he felt like he had wins
is what
over
I mean.
Crawford and Canelo. You know what I mean?
Like, come
Yeah,
on,
no,
my guy.
no.
Come on.
No.
No. Hell
No.
no. That's the biggest reach I've ever heard in my whole
Yeah,
life.
no.
But he tried to pull that off though, like I technically beat Canelo and Crawford. Like, no,
No,
you didn't.
technically
Yeah.
no.
No, the fuck you didn't.
No. Yeah, we don't buy that. We don't buy that.
Not at
But
all.
so let me ask y'all, what are y'all's thoughts on Jared? I mean, Jared Anderson, is he like the next big thing in the heavyweight division? Like, what do y'all see in him?
Jared Anderson is the future,
Mhm.
and the only big baby that matters in boxing.
Yeah.
For sure. What you think, Nika?
I think so too. I want to see him in bigger fights. I feel like he's ready. I don't know.
Yeah,
how much
I
more they
think
need to do with him.
he's
for him
teetering
to-
on that where it's time.
Yeah, like I think he's ready. But you know,
Yeah.
that's just my opinion. So
I'm gonna say something crazy.
Okay.
Maybe it's not that crazy. I think he beats AJ right now.
yeah.
Me too.
And honest to God, call me crazy. If they made a fight with him and Usyk today, I would pick Jared Anderson to beat him.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I'm not really
I wouldn't shoot that down. I wouldn't shoot it down.
I wouldn't shoot it down, but I want to see him fight AJ first.
And I have a lot of respect for Usyk. I just think he would get beat. That's my opinion, but
I want to say, like, he's super fast. He's super strong. Like, to be a heavyweight, he can move. He's the real deal. He's talented and he's young. He's got his whole life.
people are gonna shred me for saying that too. I know they are.
Oh, they're gonna shred you.
Oh, did you see what D-Style said? He's an idiot. Like, but it's
No,
okay.
I'm
I
gonna
feel like
clip
a lot of
that.
people
I'm
would
gonna
agree
clip
with you.
that, and we're gonna put it out there. We're gonna see what people got to say.
Well, Howard Runs Boxing's got my back though, so
Of course.
I hope.
I feel like I don't feel like a lot of people would go at your head for that. I think a lot of people do feel the same way you do. Because I feel like we all see something, and he's ready for the next level.
Yeah,
I don't know
and
how
the
long they're gonna
confidence that he has.
Keep patting him with these guys, like it's,
Yes,
Wasn't there rumors that it was beating up Tyson Fury in training?
there was rumors, and
yeah, it was him.
there was rumors about that. Yeah, and it, boy, yeah, that's.
Was
I
it
mean,
when-
I don't.
Was it when Tyson
Sparring,
Fury had
but-
a Fury in camp or something like that?
I think he was training with Fury before the Wilder fight, I believe.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think so. Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited about the future for him. Like we need some fire, in the heavyweight division. So I'm excited about that. We have Keyshawn, who is super ultra talented. Always a fan. Super strong, super fast, very charismatic. I'm excited to see him back in the ring. I know that he had been sick, and I think his last fight was canceled because he was sick or something. But it's good to see him back in the ring. And I don't even know who's he fighting. I don't even know. He's like 7-0. I think Keyshawn is.
But
I don't even know
wanna
who he's
see him
fighting.
fight
Sorry,
guys
no
that
disrespect.
are, like going back and forth with him on Twitter, because
Yes.
Keyshawn, he got a feisty mouth when he's talking on Twitter.
He
so
does.
he's rubbing a lot of fighters
Yeah.
the wrong way. But I like it. Like,
Yeah, I
it's not
like it too.
down.
I like it too. Salute. Oh, okay, Crystal. Okay. Okay. That's who he's fighting next. Well, good. Yeah, I'm excited about that one too. And then I know his brother's on the card too, Kelvin, which I love. And they have a little brother, Keon. They always like support each other and make sure it's the I think it's a D3. They, I think I love that about a family that like pulls each other up. Just like we women need to be doing, like pulling each other up. They do that. They make sure that all the brothers are taken care of, and I really, really respect that. We also got Troy Isley, who's going to be on that card. Shushu, Bruce Carrington. DB3, Crystal. Thank you, DB3. So it's gonna be nice. I mean, we have past Olympians on there, and then we have Team USA on there. I'll tell you what, Top Rank is doing the damn thing.
They collecting all the prospects.
The damn thing. Yes, Top Rank is doing the damn thing. I don't think there's another promotional company they're just doing it like them. What do y'all think about that?
Oh, it's definitely picking up all the young talent. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. You
Look at these style. I give him a 4. I give him a 3. What
Like,
you got to say?
Matchroom ain't doing that bad. I mean, I don't like all their moves, like, but they're not doing that bad.
But as far as scooping people up and signing them, that's smart.
Yeah.
You know,
Top Rank has, but the thing is with Top Rank though, like, they've always been the best at picking up talent and building them up.
Yeah, and if they want to get rid of you, they're gonna manage.
And I've always said, like, sign with Top Rank, let them build up your name, and then go solo after that. You know what I mean? Like I've always said that they're the perfect, like,
yeah, they're using you. You got to use them too. So, yeah.
I mean,
they have an apparatus too. They have a really good matchmaker. They got fighters in all levels for you. If you lose, it could bring you down a notch and build your confidence up. If you win convincingly, they have several levels that could bring you up.
Yeah.
Look at their prospect that just won. He's able to call out another prospect, and Xander Zayas, that they're in the same stable. You know what I mean?
I want to see that. You know what?
I want to see it too. I want to see it.
I want to see it.
But we're gonna have boxing fans, right? You know what they're gonna do? Oh no, not yet. Let's save it so they're both world champion down the line. Like,
I'm tired of people with the training trying to keep training wheels on people. Snatch them off. Going.
Okay, so me and myself, you are overhyping Jared Anderson. The real big baby is Jarrell Miller from Brooklyn, New York. Jarrell is big baby Miller.
Come on.
The whole CVS in his body. Are you kidding me right now?
This dude just created this account just to say
I would love to see it.
I'm from New York, and I'm not even gonna co-sign that bullshit. Big baby Gerald Miller he popped for how many freaking?
I think it's been 4 times.
PEDs in his body.
I think it's been 4 different times that.
I don't give a shit what Miller takes. Like, Anderson will fuck him up. But I'm so tired.
Yeah, Anderson.
Dude's so slow, but look, man.
Hey, no, like, you really gonna say this about this man who was a walking CVS pharmacy? Like, come on, get out of here.
Yeah.
You know what? I do want to see it though. Like, I think, like, and then, like, the stipulation, the winner keeps the nickname. The loser has to drop it.
But you know what? The thing is, the thing that I love is that Jared Anderson, I don't give a fuck. I'm taking that name. That's me. I'm the one. See, I like that. Like, I don't care. I got this. It's me.
Fight for the nickname. Like, you know, like they should promote that.
Yeah, why not?
But it's gotta be.
We talked about Abdullah. Ohio runs boxing. We like him.
Heavy drug testing.
Yeah, exactly.
That dude just. I could bet anything. Me myself is not being. He's not being serious.
He was trolling. He had to be trolling.
That's a troll. Come on.
Had to be
trolling.
I hope he's trolling.
Jarrell Miller himself. Me myself, Jarrell Miller. That might be him right there.
Unless that's Big Baby Miller himself.
Gotta be.
Miller, he was also talking shit about Joshua. Like, bro, you missed your shot, bro. You got caught. Like, with a pharmacist.
I was just like, guy, you out of there. You are known as a cheat. Like, you get the fuck out of here. This is not your conversation.
You're not in the game.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Oof.
That's
I
true.
don't know why he would like. He's delusional to me. He's delusional. He's like recording videos of himself talking mad shit. Like, you ain't just pop. Like, he had the fight in his hand. And you
Joshua don't want to fight me. Joshua's avoiding me. Like, bro, like, you're the one that got yourself out of the fight, bro.
Yeah, you had the fight in your hand. You literally had the fight in your hand. You popped dirty. So get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's true.
You couldn't be that confident. You put a whole pharmacy in your system.
That's a big dirty baby Miller.
Imagine trying to convince people that you're confident you would have been AJ, but like you had a whole pharmacy. You had Walgreens and CVS like all over your veins and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you're pitching out pills and shit.
That big bottle was dirty. That was
the dude pisses out pills like stones, like like you know what I mean? Like I'm just like, dude, stop. Okay? Saying, bro.
I feel like he's delusional. He feels like maybe people forgot what happened. Like we didn't forget that you popped dirty, my guy. So
we're not gonna forget.
Get out of here.
We can forgive, but we don't forget. When it comes to we all women, we forgive, but we don't forget.
Like this dude sweats, and you could use it as like the cream. You know what I mean? Like this guy. Okay, he sweats like it comes out white. Right?
White.
Piss and fire.
Dude,
So look, I don't know
he shit a whole
why
Walgreens in the fucking toilet the other day, and it's like talking about AJ being scared of him.
after he pisses. Tell me why, D-Style. I'm gonna ask you first, D-Style. Why I just cannot get hype behind Fundora. Like, I'm just not, I don't know. Like, I think he's so tall, so long, but he doesn't really use it.
I think
Talk to me.
a
Tell me.
little birdie told me it might be him versus Tim Zoo in June. A little birdie told me, but
Oh, really? Okay.
it's not confirmed. But I will say this: he's fun to watch. But I've been
Okay.
saying this for a while. Like, he's a knockout waiting to happen.
Yeah.
And when somebody
Defense
cracks that
bad.
chin, and it will happen, he'll never be the
Yes.
same again.
Yeah. Defense is bad. Like, even his offense is not.
But until that happens, it's a pain in the ass to fight a dude like that.
Did you see the tweet that Lubin tweeted the other day about kind of insinuating that Fundura's gloves were like,
I don't
Does he
like
like
that stuff,
it?
man. Like
Well, no,
because
because he did show a picture of it because Fundora did not take his gloves off after the fight. He did the interview and everything with his gloves
So
on.
what did he say?
I've
It was
always
big?
found boxers that don't take their gloves off. At this point, they should all take their gloves off after the
Yeah,
fight.
he was wiping his sweat off and doing an
There's
interview.
a certain boxer, I'm not going to say who it is or whatever. I don't want to restart drama, but this boxer had their gloves on all the way. They were still doing interviews in the back with the gloves still on.
Yeah, that's
and
ridiculous.
I suspect that. I highly suspect shit like that.
So what
It
did
could
they
be
say?
nothing.
You
What did they
remember
say?
Lubin's face?
What did they say about Fundora's gloves? That they were like the
No,
padding was out. Like, what did they say?
Lubin tweeted it. He was insinuating that there had to be something with the gloves because it was
Okay.
something funny with the gloves because he didn't take them off, and he showed a clip of the interview after the fight, and Fundora still had the gloves on. He was wiping his sweat.
Yeah, you're supposed to take them
He
off.
still had the gloves on, and if you remember,
Because-
No, but
Lubin
he
after that
did.
fight,
No. I remember there's a clip where he answered a phone call in the ring. So,
With the gloves, or just with one glove?
well, at least one hand. Yeah.
Because the commission checks it before and after. Like,
I just
You know.
like. I guess here's my thing. Your team is there when you, or they should be there when they wrap your hands and when they put on the
Yes.
gloves.
yes, the opposite team. Yes,
And you could request to look at the gloves after the fight.
sure.
So, and I do believe, that's how Resto was caught. Like, Colin's dad went up to him and he felt the glove. Was, well, what the fuck is this? And then he
Lubin's-
requested to take
that's
them
my
off.
favorite documentary. On
So like, and it,
Assault in the Ring. That's
I need to watch that.
it's
yeah,
the best.
but like,
Okay.
because there was so many protocols that were put in place after that it's so hard to pull that off today. And
Yeah, because he
and if
had
Ruben's
he
gonna
had
be
gloves.
angry, like if you believe there was something in those gloves, then you should be looking at your team.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, go check his tweet. You'll see. You'll see.
I'm
He
gonna
still
go
has
check it
up.
out after we
He
get
still
off.
has it
I
up.
am. Okay.
But
Yeah, I'm
if
gonna go
you
check it out.
remember how Lubin's face looked after the fight. It was like, ooh,
Mhm.
it was
Yeah,
crazy.
that's true.
It could have been an
Kind
accumulation.
of do remind you of the Resto fight, like
Yeah.
how his
Okay.
I think it was just the accumulation, but
well,
look, it's boxing. I'll never rule anything out. But I just feel like something like if you felt that way, you should have asked to look at the gloves after the fight.
Sometimes, honestly, like with the adrenaline and everything that comes after that, you just don't really think about
Because Barbie
it. You don't
Juarez was
notice certain
accusing
things
Luna.
until later. In
Barbie
retrospect.
Juarez was accusing Luna of having something in her gloves because she didn't have a high knockout ratio, and she, according to her, it felt like I was getting hit with a baseball bat. The problem is that Luna's gloves were off, and
So
she
there was
told
nothing there.
Barbie, "There are my wraps, and there are my gloves. Go look at them." But she told her in the post fight. You know what I mean?
Well, then she just got her ass.
And then
beat.
Barbie conveniently didn't go look at them.
Yeah,
you just got your ass beat.
that's it.
Like, and
That's
to
it.
me, like that would get rid
You
of
didn't
so
knock
many
them out, but
accusations.
she almost knocked you out. Yeah.
Like you could get rid of so many accusations if you just make it standard protocol. Let both teams look at the wraps and the
for
gloves
sure.
after the
But
fight.
like I said, sometimes you just in all the everything that happens, you just yes, we did.
That's
And
a
props
troll.
to him.
That's a
But I don't.
That's
First
a
of all, he
Say
went
me
life
myself,
and
hopefully we'll
death
see- hopefully we
in
get
that
to see
fight.
that.
That's a troll.
Yeah, hopefully we get to see that. But you know, one of my favorite fighters, Bam Rodriguez, he's also fighting this weekend, and I'm excited about that.
Yep.
I love that kid. He's super fucking talented and adaptable to any fighter. He surprised me several times, but I'm a super fan of his. What are y'all's thoughts on that fight against Gonzalez? I forget the guy's first name.
Well, I see a lot of back and forth that after this fight is gonna happen, because I don't know if you've seen Sonny Edwards. He's trying to get that fight. And
I saw that.
He's
Yes.
been and saying that they're ducking him, and it's kind of
Hey, look, I'm a fan of Sonny Edwards. He does call everybody out. You know what I mean? Like he wants that smoke.
Kudos to him,
he wants to smoke, and he's not.
Yeah.
Like he's not like pretending these dudes don't exist, like somebody else we're talking about earlier. You know what I mean? Like,
he's
right.
natural, right? He's
but in fairness, though,
Yeah.
like Bam's gonna fight for a vacant belt, right?
Okay.
And they could have a unification.
Sometimes.
But I wonder what you guys think about this, though, because look, Bam's gonna win this weekend. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah,
in my
for
opinion.
sure.
And they're already talking about him possibly fighting Gallo Estrada, which I think he should hold out. I think he should fight Edwards first because it's at 112. And then if you win that fight, then maybe the winner can move up and fight Gallo or something.
That sounds good.
But here's the thing. So both of them have brothers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one, like, Bam and Franco have said, "Oh, we're not going to fight each other. We're brothers."
Right.
I love my brother. Like, really, like, and I don't mind that, right? Now, I got to be honest. Like the Edward brother, I don't know if they're being serious.
I can't tell. I
can't tell either. But I got to be honest. Look, I'm a lifelong bloodthirsty boxing fan. Okay, I don't believe in this whole we're friends thing, nothing like that. But I draw the line with like real blood. Like I don't like the idea of two brothers beating each other. I don't know what it is. I'm not interested. That's just me. But I want to know what you guys think.
Yeah, I can't tell if they're serious or not. But I'm not gonna lie. I would like to see one fight with brothers fighting. I wouldn't be mad at it.
Like, you wouldn't feel like if one of them knocks the other one out.
They're not brothers that look like they get along.
As long as their mom is not in.
Like imagine this, right? Because things happen in boxing, unfortunate things. What if one of them hurts the other, and and it's like permanent damage, and they got to live with that for the rest of their life? And they did that to their brother.
I don't know if they really get along though. So if they got real,
it's still your brother.
Somebody say, "Hey, Micah, I'm gonna give you $3 million to fight your sister." I might beat her ass because I've been beating her ass for years for free.
No. Look, I'm saying,
like I love you, but
what if he knocks his brother out and his head hits the canvas and
I say you doing.
He has like a seizure in the ring and he's in a.
He's doing like the most.
He's like in an induced coma. Like no, because I'm thinking of the worst case scenario, and I would feel like shit if that happened.
Yeah, you would.
You know what I mean? And then I would think about man, imagine if Sonny does that to his brother, and then he's got to live with it.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to be entertained.
Yeah, you're right. I guess.
Like I know it's unlikely, but is it possible?
And see, I don't know if they're serious because I don't know if they're serious or not. I mean, it's entertaining to watch them go back and forth.
I can accept
media right now.
I can accept those possibilities with fighters fighting each other, right? I have for years. But when it's blood brothers,
yeah,
I was never in favor of the Klitschko's fighting each other, the Chargos fighting each other. I've never been in favor of it. But look, if people want to see it, they want to see it. It is what it is.
I mean, my sons all fought, and I would not have wanted them to fight each other in the pros. I mean, they were different weight classes, but even in the amateurs, as a mom, So yeah, I get it.
Yeah, as a mom, you'd be watching a fight, and no matter who's landing, you're like, "Fuck," you know what I mean? The whole fight.
Who do you cheer for? You
can't cheer. The whole fight, you're gonna be like, "Oh." It doesn't matter who's winning.
It's gonna happen. I don't think that it will ever happen. I don't think
right
would ever fight. But I'm not gonna lie. If it did happen, I would watch it.
I mean, yeah, I'd watch it too, but just out of curiosity.
We'll probably get a lot of viewers, though. I will say that.
I would like to see if the fighters are gonna hold back. That's why I would want to see if they're gonna go full throttle or they're gonna
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. That's something. But so any last words, guys? What y'all got? What's on your mind?
Well, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and always giving us good questions in the chat.
Always.
My birthday is on Sunday, so I will
Yeah.
be
Easter
and
Sunday.
going away next week to celebrate. I definitely need it. So yeah, we will. I'm pretty sure I will have internet, so I should be able to come on. So I might be toasted. I might be a little bit inebriated, but
that's okay. So you're gonna be in the DR, and I'm gonna be in Finland. So we're gonna work it out.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
We're gonna work it out.
I wonder what the time is gonna be there for you.
I don't know.
Oh Lord.
So we fly out Monday, and I land Tuesday at night. So we'll figure it out.
Okay.
We definitely will. D-Styles, what you got going on, man?
Well, look, I don't know what's happened. Like the Ring has resorted to sources tell us obviously the Ring hasn't been the same for years, but ever since De La Hoya bought it, a promoter shouldn't own a publication. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is, but that makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
And I'm not like going like I think Dougie does a good job over there, but there's still like a conflict there. But nonetheless, they're gassing up the boxing fans again, Crawford's fans. And I'm not optimistic that the fight's going to happen.
Not this soon anyway. I'm optimistic that it will happen, but not this soon.
Yeah, like when they're like 40.
But not this soon.
Like I think we're going to get it like kind of like when Trinidad and Roy Jones finally fought. They were old and washed up. They were no longer in the title picture, but like they fought.
I'm going to definitely lose the luster for it.
I definitely don't want to see Spence fight one time.
I need it like this year.
I just don't like.
It need to be this year. It need to be this year.
Yeah. I'm just not crazy about like, or I'm just tired, I should say, of like. I don't know, like they just gasses up for nothing. You know what I mean? And it's like, how about y'all just tell us when it's done, and don't update us on anything. You know what I mean?
I don't want to. That's why I'm not even commenting on it. I'm not gonna say anything until either Spence or Crawford announces it. Then I'll know it's official.
And what's your Crawford saying? LOL, it is April Fool's.
But he didn't announce it. He's not the one that put it out there.
No, I know that, but he said April Fool's. So I'm like, well, are you saying it's not true? Like, what is he saying?
Well, not in June.
And that's why that's why a lot of people are upset, because they feel like he's getting the people going, saying stuff like that. But
he didn't put it out there.
People say a lot of shit to him, so I don't even.
They just hating. That's it. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But you know what? Tonight I want to thank the chat. We have the best chat ever. Like we really do. And of course, my girl who's always 100, and my guy, my bro. You know, thank you for jumping on. So we both have trips coming up, but we'll be somewhere in the world on Wednesday, and we'll be tapping in to give y'all the latest news and maybe have a guest or two. We'll see. But I just want to thank y'all so much. Tomorrow you got something going on, D-Styles, right? You got the round table, and on Mondays, let us know what's going on Mondays and Thursdays.
I'm actually be live Tuesday.
Okay.
So I'll be on live Tuesday next week, but Maureen Shea should be I should be interviewing her. Nice. That should be very interesting. And at Roundtable tomorrow, she should be interesting as well. And on my channel, I'll see you guys there.
Absolutely. Peace, and we love to love you. And Nika, you gotta take the live off because my internet just went.
All right. Have a good night, y'all.
Good night. We love to love you.